Welcome back. You're watching SA Today with me, Unati Bagyasha. Let's continue here now. Economists say the local economy is now helpless in the face of constant rolling blackouts. This as the power utility Eskom continues to struggle with its aging power stations. Now this week, the entity ramped up its rotational power cuts due to its failure to meet the total electricity demand. South Africa has been subjected to load shedding for over 13 years.
Eskom has been grappling with keeping the lights on for over a decade now. The current leadership at the power utility blames this problem to the previous management. They say fraud and corruption, poor maintenance and lack of funding are at the center of the country's deepening power crisis. This week, Eskom implemented Stage 4 rolling blackout. Again, this was due to multiple breakdowns at some of the power utility stations.
Just implementing bid window 5 and bid window 6 will take 24 to 36 months in terms of construction time. That's the quickest we can get this capacity on the grid. So until that gap is bridged, there will be a risk of load shedding.
Eskom says it is aware of the economic impact of rolling blackouts on the country, but resolving the electricity challenge has not been easy. The current management at Eskom says it has inherited a slew of problems that are compounded by aging infrastructure.
The state and condition of our generation plant is top of mind, and fixing that is an enormous challenge, and Philip and his team are engaged on that. The second challenge would relate to liquidity. How can we ensure that we remain a liquid entity when, as our Chief Financial Officer said, we have got debt repayments of 36 billion per annum, which is a significant strain on the business.
Economists say the economy is losing billions of rand as all immediate plans to plug the 14-year electricity deficit fail to materialize. Meanwhile, the power utility met with members of Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts during their oversight visit at Eskom's headquarters in Megawatts Park, Johannesburg. Eskom told Scopa members that additional capacity is urgently needed to mitigate the impact of load shedding.
Load shedding in its various forms, whether it's level 1, 2, 4, 6, is a disruption to the economy and a daily cost to doing business and living a life as a citizen. So the cost to the economy is huge. It's huge on a number of fronts. First and foremost, the fact that it's now going year 14 or 13, that the government has shown an inability to solve the problem is a major concern.
Eskom makes use of its diesel-powered reserves during rolling blackouts. The cost of running this backup diesel generators run into billions of rands annually, money that the state-owned entity does not have.
From a diesel perspective, affecting the coal transport, we did an assessment where when the coal price increased by the fuel price increased by about 27%. This was from October to December. And that impact on the total portfolio, so it was 60 million rand per month on the transport element and about 240 million rand on your coal fleet, because they also use diesel to mine. So your total impact of this diesel increase is about 300 million rand per month.
Eskom says to end load shedding, it requires skills, time and money. And all of these are limited resources. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.